What's going on, everybody? Ian Hartitz here, getting in a fast draft, one of the newest and coolest ways of drafting in our ever-evolving fantasy football industry. For those that don't know, really cool product that, Matt Kelly and some of the player profiler team have helped get going. And yeah, it's a fast draft. Only 6 rounds. Your top 4 players will start each week. 20-second pick clocks, 3rd round reversal. And yeah, guess what? We're already on the clock because it is fast. So, looking at this one, not going to be, leaning into the quarterbacks. They are, in fact, out of the picture. Give me Breece Hall out of the 103 spot after we had CMC and CD already go off the board. So running back, wide receiver, and tight end, full point passing touchdowns. Again, full PPR for a $10,000 first place prize. Not too shabby when, again, it's only a $5 entry. So cool stuff here. 10 teams in it. And yeah, we'll see how things go. So first thing I will say, when you are dealing with, only 10 teams and 6 rounds of drafting, only 60 total players going off the board. And while in the first couple rounds, yeah, I think we all agree that there are going to be a select number of elite running backs and wide receivers that are ranked that high for a reason. I think one way to really just get different is to, take a page out of Peter Overstad's best ball playbook and just scroll the F down after we get into those, again, last 2 or 3 rounds, because at that point, it's just so easy to be able to actually build yourself some contrarian lineups that I do think it makes a lot of sense. So whether it's, someone like maybe a Jalen Wright, a running back who's not going to be drafted very often, but one injury away from really making things go. Blake Corum, similar sentiment, you know what I'm saying, where, again, maybe the team's dead, or maybe you're the only freaking team in the tournament with a chance to really make it big, or just, a wide receiver that is a tier down. Really, I would say after those first 4 or 5 rounds, feeling especially good. So as I'm looking through, again, what's been going on, pretty similar to what you'll see in most drafts, although Saquon Barkley going at the end of round 1 to the 109. So 3 running backs in the first 5 picks, and then again, just mostly kind of going chalk as things stand over here. So about to be on the clock again. Already got my guy Breece Hall. Not exactly loving, some of the running backs available. I would love for Drake London to go one more pick to your boy right here, but we'll see what happens. So the way things optimize, you don't necessarily need to be even taking a tight end because we're just getting the top 4 overall players to begin with. And with Jalen Waddle off the board, I will now go ahead and take one Drake London, number 1 wide receiver in Atlanta. Gotta freaking love that. Kirk Cousins quarterback upgrade. I mean, we're talking about a talented, 23-year-old talent at this point that, again, has 150 target upside. So feeling great over there. And there's a 3rd round reversal in round 3, which is a hell of a drug if you're, picking at the 110 with your boy going pick 103. Not quite as cool, I must admit. So 3rd round reversal, just one of those things that, hey, when it works out for you, pretty cool. When it doesn't, not so much. So interesting strategy by Deutsche Beans over there, going Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, and Derrick Henry. I will say, as Joy McFarland has pointed out before, on full PPR scoring, yes, you do see the top 3 overall running backs usually outscore the other wide receivers, but after that, usually is the wide receiver scoring the rest of the points. So that is why I was willing to go Breece Hall, but after that, I will be sticking mostly to wide receivers over here. So Nico Collins, Mike Evans, Devonta Smith, Michael Pittman, and current 49er, who knows for how much longer or what's going on, Brandon Ayuk, next best options on the board. So again, would love to see Nico potentially still be available. If not, I am looking at Devonta Smith as my likely next best player. So there goes Nico Collins. I'm going to go ahead and lock in Devonta Smith, someone who, hey, if he is actually going to be getting a bit more run in the slot in an Eagles offense, that should, please, for the love of God, utilize some more motion now that Kellen Moore is down. Hopefully make life easier for everyone involved. So still some good tight ends involved, but man, just want to, I think, going hard in the paint with some of these, wide receiver options. So Isaiah Pacheco wasn't going to be a potential option. I will say, the way things stand, I'm going to break my rules a little bit and give me some round 4 Josh Jacobs, just based on this kind of walking graveyard of a Packers backfield we got going right now. Josh Jacobs would really surprise us if he is breezing past 300 touches and just absolutely dominating usage and a high-scoring offense. Certainly would not be shocking me. So now that I've got my core, my Breece Hall, Drake London, Devonta Smith, Josh Jacobs, I mean, we're about to see some, pretty decent teardrops. Oh, I forgot freaking Rashee Rice. Never, ever forget Rashee Rice. That's the one rule you guys should be taking away from this. So would have been a lot cooler if we had remembered to go there. But even then, I could see Josh Jacobs outscoring, or at least I'm telling myself that now that I've realized my mistake. So this would be the point, though, guys, where, again, not saying Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin, T. Higgins deserve to be the best guys, but when we scroll down a little bit, I mean, Worthy, Terry McLaurin, Calvin Ridley, Deontay Johnson, Rome Odunze. It's not like we're dealing with a bunch of Jags down here. They're still very talented players that, again, maybe just one injury away from breaking this freaking league and accordingly being pretty freaking, good for this format. So running backs, looking at them, again, not seeing anyone I'm too overly enthralled with. Someone like Jonathan Brooks, really tough to get behind in a format such as this. So I'm going to stay away from running backs, got two, and just scroll a little bit down here and go with one Xavier Worthy, the first round rookie who, hey, in an offense led by Patrick Mahomes, honestly, could be a group that we see put up 5,000 plus yards, 40 touchdowns. You never know. Crazier things have happened. Don't mind getting a piece of that. So again, just as you can see here with our lovely little screen share, scrolling a little bit down, just try to get a little bit different than some of these other guys. Now I'm scrolling back up and break my own rule. A little bit down though. I'm going to go with Deontay Johnson, someone who I think could get 150 plus targets. And when you do look at Deontay, still scrolling down past 6-7 guys. Like, there's a chance, even though we have Deontay Johnson, ranked around George Pickens and Terry McLaurin, I think just by virtue of him being basically on the edge of the top 60 here, you could be talking about an ownership difference that is drastic when everything is all said and done. So, well, you look at that, guys. I mean, we are under 7 minutes of recording time, and this draft is just about filling up. So that's a really cool thing here for me. $5 for 7 freaking minutes of absolute drafting. Very, very, very cool concept. And yeah, really looking forward to what the guys at FastDraft have in store for us in the future. So very cool app, really appreciate them getting me involved early and cannot wait to be doing some more of these. So my total draft time, 6 minutes and 50 seconds. I was a little bit slow, 8 out of 10 in my pick time, which, okay, we'll watch the film and get better there. But team free Duke Johnson doing the damn thing. Best value versus ADP, Drake London. Someone else did get Dave Montgomery. Shout out Mike Hawk for being the fastest drafters. So really fun stuff. Make sure you guys do check out FastDraft. I did the Flex 4 right here, which is again looking at the whole league, but there's another one where you're actually just only doing rookies, which is very cool as well. I've enjoyed the early experience there. So FastDraft, check it out. This has been Ian Hartitz from FantasyLife. Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, new forms of fantasy football 2024. What a time to be alive. Great day to be great after all. So enjoy FastDraft, and hopefully you can win $10,000.